there, your children are at risk. Schools are using them as pawns for the Obama administration, forcing them to sing songs about studying and helping people. And naturally, the only people who are doing anything about it are the folks at Fox News. Our third story in the countdown, more grist for the mill as the right gins up another bogus claim that the Obama administration is indoctrinating your kids. The fake controversy started a few days ago when video surfaced of kids at a New Jersey elementary school singing a song about President Obama. The video was taken back in February as part of a Black History Month celebration. And while the performance is 7 months old, the phony outrage is brand new.
Kids singing a song about Barack Obama. We can't sing Christmas carols in this country.
In fact, some say this is like what the Chinese did with Chairman Mao.
When you don't want to rhyme, that's all you say.
Never mind the fact that the song's lyrics were sent home with the students in advance. And as the school superintendent noted, there were no concerns or complaints during or after the program. Meanwhile, to make sure the manufactured hysteria continues through the week, another video has surfaced, posted on the right-wing website Hot Air. This time, it shows students in North Carolina performing at a program for parents.
Education is the path.
Can I make America better?
Can I make America better? Can we make America better? Yes, yes we can. Yes, yes we can.
That video is also from February, with the school giving this response. The segment on President Obama's was less than 1 minute in a length out of a 26-minute program which featured famous Americans of all colors and creeds. As the first African-American to be elected president of the United States, it was entirely appropriate to feature President Obama in the program, along with other famous American leaders. Now, naturally, the folks at Cluster Fox would like you to believe that this type of indoctrination could only occur during a Democratic administration.
It's caused outrage across the country because it's indoctrination. Nowhere have we found any songs for President Bush, for example.
Here's the evidence that this is indoctrination. If it was George Bush, you'd be having a fit.
George W. Bush. Like, well, I mean, you just can't imagine it in a million years.
It would never happen. It didn't happen.
Too bad there's videotape of kids from the Gulf Coast serenading then First Lady Laura Bush while praising then President George W. Bush for his response to Hurricane Katrina. They sang, "Katrina could not stop us. Our hopes will never fade. Congress, Bush, and FEMA, people across our land, together have come to rebuild us, and we join them hand in hand." Joining us now is president of MediaMatters.org, Eric Burns. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, David.
So explain to me, why is it indoctrination when kids sing about President Obama, but it's patriotism when kids sing about President Bush and FEMA?
Well, David, look, it's not indoctrination to anybody except Karl Rove, Josh Bolton, Roger Ailes, the rest of the Bush administration in exile over at Fox News, because they're trying to push a political agenda. And they're trying to destroy this administration, and they'll use any means necessary to do it. And just to give you a little example of this, James O'Keefe, who is the author of one of the suspect Acorn videos that there have been a lot of questions surrounding, told Chris Wallace recently on Fox News that he was employing tactics that would, quote, destroy his political enemies. So that's what this is about. There's nothing abnormal about folks talking and children learning about their president and learning about their democracy through talking about the president. I did it when I was a kid.
The videos that were posted did not blur the children's faces. Both schools have pointed out that the parents were not angered by the performances, but were angered over their children's privacy being violated. Where's the right's outrage over that?
That's a great question, especially for a movement that typically pays a lot of lip service to caring about local control, about families, and about kids. And as I understand it, it wasn't just the YouTube videos where their faces weren't blurred. The initial Fox broadcasts of these videos, their faces weren't blurred either. And the question I have is, did Fox go out and get waivers from each and every one of these parents to broadcast their children's image on national television? And if they did, they ought to produce those. Because frankly, it's illegal if they didn't.
As far as teaching our kids about the president, is there something wrong with teaching our kids to respect the president, to sing in praise of the office of the presidency and an office of the first African-American president?
Absolutely not. You know, as I said, like, I went to Catholic school in Texas. I was taught about the president and to learn to respect the presidency of the United States, to be a patriotic American. My parents were taught the same thing. This is a very normal and appropriate way to educate young children about our democracy. It's important, and it just goes to show you to what lengths the folks at Fox News will go to derail the political discussion in this country, and what deplorable tactics they will do in exploiting our nation's children. I think it's really disgusting.
And is that the general theme here with the right-wing media? I mean, undermining the president by manufacturing controversies, because many of the actual Obama policies are favored by the majority of Americans.
Absolutely. We've seen it day after day. You know, Glenn Beck is the smearer-in-chief over at Fox News, and we see new charts, documenting some new vast conspiracy theory every day, new attacks, and it's a constant barrage. And I'll tell you, this right-wing noise machine has been ginned up. It's never been more ferocious, and their goal is simple. As Rush Limbaugh stated at the beginning of the year, they want Obama to fail. Roger Ailes said that this is the Alamo for conservatives, and that Fox is the voice of the opposition. So this is no longer a news organization. This is a political organization, and their aim is to destroy a progressive policy agenda. They'd rather win in the ballot box than see any sort of real debate on health care. It's a real shame.
Eric Burns, president of Media Matters for America. Eric, thanks as always. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, David.